Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So I am here again to go through a post that DPM made, which we are seeing on the screen now. This post is something that kind of remembrance and direction on how the whole thing started. I think this is not the first post that DPM is making in regards of this May 30th that is fast approaching. Please, the direction and the purpose of the sit at home, DPM tried her best to detail it here in this singular post. It's quite long. We are going to go through it. Please, before then, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about what the video is all about. And please subscribe to this channel in case if you are new. The platform is for us and we are here to make it our own. Please make sure you put your comment. Tell us what you think about everything that we are going to discuss in this particular video. All right, so like I told you, she made this post, okay? She made this post on her X handle detailing what remembrance is all about and how it started and importance of it, and of course what is expected of you to do to be a partaker. Now she said a press release, our official proclamation, United States of Biafra Memorial Day, May 30th, 2026, as a federal public holiday. Whereas from 1967 to 1970 until date, the people of Biafra endured immense loss of life and displacement during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War, and in the quest for their freedom, which was redeclared on November 29, 2024. Whereas it is fitting and proper to set aside a day to honor the memory of the men, women, and children who perished, and to recognize the resilience of survivors and their descendants. Whereas the United States of Biafra USB citizens worldwide preserve this history through remembrance, education, and community solidarity. Whereas May 30th has been observed annually by Biafrans worldwide as a day of solemn remembrance, reflection, and commitment to our resilience, peace, and freedom. Now, therefore, I, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister, Chief of Staff of the United States of Biafra, USB/Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Brigade de facto, to hereby proclaim May 30th, 2026 as United States of Biafra Memorial Day Federal Public Holiday. On this day, remembrance we call remembrance. That's the issue at hand. You have to remember these heroes and heroines and recall or recollect their activities, their sacrifices, their hard work. Okay? He said, we call upon all the United States of Biafra citizens to join our Washington, D.C. event physically or online and observe a moment of silence at 5 p.m. Biafran time, 12 noon Eastern time, to honor those who lost their lives. Number 2, education. Schools, libraries, community centers in Biafran land are encouraged to host programs on Biafran history and the value of freedom and peace. Number 3, community. United States of Biafra families and allies are invited to gather at Village Square, Obi Umunna Memorial Park, Community Town Hall for memorial services, cultural tributes, dances, parades, and youth scholarship activities. Number 4, service. We encourage acts of charity and assistance to families whose breadwinners were incarcerated in different jails across Nigerian and Biafran territory. Visit and send food, money to them, especially PM Simon Ekpa at Finland and Oyendu Mas Namodekano at Sokoto prison. Number 5, we call on the invading Nigerian state to withdraw its military, police, and agents from the United States of Biafra and territory and respond to the peace call from the United States of Biafra government. Businesses and institutions are respectfully urged to recognize this day and allow observance by USB employees and students who wish to participate. May this year strengthen our commitment to our freedom and protection of our land, remembrance, reconciliation, and the dignity of all people. Proclaimed this 6th day of May 2026. For sacrifice to stability, continuing the mission. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Deputy Prime Minister, DPM, Chief of Staff, COS, United States of Biafra, USB/Republic Government in Exile de facto. This is what DPM made, and this post has a lot of weight. In case if you are not aware, this is not the first time Biafrans are observing this powerful and important day, based on the fact that Biafrans are being intimidated and being humiliated. People still hold firm on this, remembering the death, remembering the sacrifices of our loved ones that have departed. Both of them, both those in prison, those that have lost their life and all that. It is not easy, and people need to understand that based on where we come from in Igbo land, we respect the dead. We don't discuss any negativity about the dead, especially those that have done a diligent work, those that have sacrificed and put their effort to make sure that we have a place called our own, and we have identity as an Igbo people, as Biafrans. Some people that criticize Biafran movement and who claim that it doesn't matter what people think, that they have a way of being better in Nigeria without giving us any reasonable, any sensible reason to believe on that. Listen, without any other thing, culturally, our people, our culture, our tradition, our norms, our belief system is not to criticize or to disrespect the dead. So, especially those who actually sacrifice something, those that have done something to add value to what we are today. It doesn't matter how you feel it or how you say it, the truth remains that no matter where you come from, as long as you're an Igbo person, it's expected of you to behave yourself, to respect the dead, and to sacrifice what you have for our people, for our land. That those who sacrifice something are not actually animal. Don't think that they are stupid by doing what they did to make sure that we are where we are today, to make sure that we remain firm. I have not seen any Igbo man who criticized the resilience of Igbo people in 1967 to 1970. A problem that started by greedy of people who created Nigeria in the first place. After the Aburi Accord, it was agreed by Ojukwu and Gowon that regional system will be observed, not even to separate the country, but to recognize the different region and to hack into that and make sure that every part of Nigeria is functionable. So the fear of the competitiveness of Igbo man triggered Gowon. After agreeing that he's going to observe that, he decided to go back to disagree by the advice probably from Britain. Now, I have not seen any Igbo man, even at this point in time, who criticized the resilience of Igbo people, before the war, during the war, and after the war, because we heard that Nigerian government believed that within few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they're going to Igbo people are going to succumb. Okay, that they're going to succumb. They're going to crush them. The thing lingered for months, 2, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 1 year, 2 months, 1 year, 3 months, 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 8 months, 2 years. It continued. 2 years, 2 years, 1 month, 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 6 months, 3 years. Then when they realize that man, this is not a child play, what do? They introduce war crime, which is, in my own interpretation, it is a war crime, and not only my interpretation though, that's what it is. And the most difficult part of it is children being targeted. You know, we hear the word kwashoko and all that, but there's something that happened before the kwashoko, which is blockade. They refuse food to penetrate in the eastern part, not that because of their mighty, not because of their strength, but because of the foreign powers that aided them to get it done. Even today, they are bragging, they win and everything. It's okay. Am I encouraging war? No. Am I promoting war? No. But you have to remember this history and connect it to what you are facing through. After that war, no Igbo man has emerged as Nigerian leaders, and it's no longer, you know, something that people should be wishing for, to have an Igbo man as a president. But even if you have it, the jihadist system that has been activated in Nigeria today will actually rubbish the identity of that person. Of course, they will use that to pay to the Igbo people. I have seen people be running from pillar to pole, you know, trying to become president. He tried 2023, he failed, not because he did not win, but the system will not allow, not even did. They will not, even the futuristic term shows that they're not going to allow him to become president. If they do now, it's simply the fear of maybe the fear of American president and their decision so far. So these are things people need to understand, because you cannot just look at it and say, okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, it is supposed to be like that. No, a lot is going on, and we need to learn from that. Make sure you like the video and let me know what you think about it. Remember, the Memorial Day is on. Very, very, very much on. And every eyes must be on that. Sorry about the noise. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.